Alright, hello guys. This video might be a little different. So I guess how I'm gonna title the video is just, I guess life just fucking sucks right now. I'm 20 years old, I'm broke, I don't have the most supportive family, and I have very few friends that I feel like I'm losing connection over time. So the main reason why I just decided to randomly do this is just currently right now, just stuff happening, and like I feel like something clicked. Like I just rather just talk about this. I'm just done. I can't have enough of this bullshit. So I don't know about you guys at home or with your parents. I've seen a lot of videos lately talking about Gen Z or whatever, like basically like how like money isn't keeping up with like inflation or payment with minimum wage or whatever. Me personally, I don't work at any corporation or like McDonald's or those type of minimum wages. I work at a dog grooming place, so I'm a dog bather, but I still don't win much, and people don't tip their bathers. They obviously tip the groomers, but it's because that's skill. But you know, I'm just saying, like sometimes people gotta train their dogs, and bathing certain dogs could be a really pain in the ass, and especially drying them. Specifically, my least favorite breeds right now is Goldens and Labs or Labradoodle. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'm not a dog person. Those dogs are really stupidly dramatic. I hate when I get those dogs. But yeah, besides that, so my dad is really like hard on like pushing me on making money. Well, I'm trying my best. That's why I'm trying to do YouTube. And I didn't go to college because I'm not gonna lie, I'm just like, I don't think I'm qualified for that. I don't mean to sound this in like an inexcusable way, but I feel like it is kind of like valid for me. I have like really bad ADHD, and if I don't like something, I'm incapable of paying attention. Like I wish I could pay attention to like stuff that will benefit me, but then like the things I've heard, I don't know, like just on media, or I don't know about you guys, like saying sometimes college is useless nowadays because of the internet, and then jobs everywhere just has like want crazy qualifications. And I've seen supposedly there's studies that jobs actually fake their positions online, like for jobs. It's just to like scare their employers that they're replaceable or something like that. I don't know. So before I did have my job right now, I worked at a Foot Locker. Actually, no, I worked at a Finish Line and then a Foot Locker. And I would like to say, no disrespect to shoe people, but some of y'all have fucking attitudes. Oh my god, I just want to kill y'all sometimes, bro. But yeah, if you're not a shoe person and you're not willing to deal with customers, I mean, I've been there for like I think 6 months or 7 months, and then I moved on because people were just dirty and they just didn't do their jobs, and then it ended up me as being the stock guy to clean up after people's messes, and I just got tired of that. But keeping on with making money and just moving along, I feel like my dad, along with other parents, as I said, they think it's the same times as before. And since I wasn't, you know, obviously born around their time, I've seen articles or like videos saying that back in the day it was even possible buying a house with minimum wage. And I'm like, no fucking way, dude. Like I don't know, it just seems like that is untrue. And I feel like I keep getting pushed by my dad, and I tell him like it's hard, and like with YouTube I'm trying to still learn like the algorithm or how stuff work. So I mainly post Fortnite videos, but when I post other videos besides Fortnite, YouTube doesn't give views, and then it basically ruins my whole flow. And then yeah, I just wasn't aware of that. But then as time keep passing by, I'm very like anxious about everything. I overthink stuff, and I see like how the world is. Like recently, like okay, this has nothing to do with the video, but with the Charlie guy like got assassinated, people are so like picky, and I don't know, they're so childish. Like that dude got killed for having opinions, and that's just like a major like unexcusable like example that I'm giving. But I'm saying like people will dislike you for your race or your gender, or they will easily judge you on looks. As you guys know, mostly female like creators have like if they're attractive they get bigger faster, or they just easily have a consistent amount of viewers because simps or whatever. So yeah, it like kind of confuses me like what I need to do, if I should do face reveal, because I guess YouTubers with face reveals usually have like a more connected audience, but at the same time I'm like, damn, like I'm chopped, and like I can't really do anything if it's my like default facial features. So yeah, just to wrap that part up, I guess it's just like some things you can't change, that unfortunately you just can't like go super ahead, or it's just things that'll back you up and you need to work even harder because you don't have the advantage that some people do naturally. Like, and now on the next part about like college or whatever, I was only kind of really, I mean, I'd say I was good. I'm not gonna say I was like decent. I think I was above average. I was pretty good at drawing. And I think like, I guess in my video editing on my Fortnite videos, I do have good creativity. I'd say I have a really good imagination. Like if I was able to like make ads for companies and designs or effects, like a visual effects, and make something cool, I think I have like I'd say I have a great mind, but I just, I lack the current technologetic skills that people go to college for. But at the same time, since it's YouTube and I'm just a gaming channel, I could just I could just do it here instead of wasting years of my life. And I don't know, I just prefer not to continue school. And it just, in my opinion, it was wasting time. I'd rather like right now like try to make money, but at the same time I'm losing money because just problems like with my dad and whatever, because I'm living with him, and certain like parenting choices of his. Like I've seen, like, I don't know, it might just be my opinion, but I've had other, like, on my mom's side, she has like friends, and then her friends like parents, like they're old people. And I kind of talked to this the old guy, and he was telling me that in his opinion it wasn't right that my dad like charges me for rent or like makes me buy my own food, because like if he expects me to make all this money and continue saving, then how does he expect me to keep growing if he keeps taking from me? And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't even, like, when I work and I get my money, I don't even be like buying clothes, or I don't go out. I feel like it's not a need. Like I'm not trying to impress anyone or like follow along trends of clothing to like fit in. I'm like, I don't know, I don't do that. I feel like it's not needed. I'd say the only thing that I would buy that feels rewarding, well, it might sound childish because it is from like my childhood kind of, or like what I like, is cars. So I buy myself sometimes little like Hot Wheels premiums of cars I like, because it brings me that personal joy. If I'm like really upset or like depressed or tired, and I generally feel like I've been working hard, I feel like I deserve a little something, maybe like a little $10-15 like little model car, because I really like have a connection growing up looking at cars. And if you're a fellow car guy, then I think you could maybe agree with me that like cars have like their own personalities, and like certain cars like fit certain colors. It's like beings, it's like personal beings. And the reason why I like racing, because I guess if you guys haven't watched Speed Racer, go watch that right now if you like cars. The mom tells Speed, the main character, that she loves his art of racing, because it's not just about winning all the time or money mainly. Like if you love what you do as like your job or your hobby and you do it good, there's always like that sense of art, like maybe overtaking someone in a race and like it was super clean and like smart. It's like art, like it shows your progression of hard work. It could be anything. Like with my dad, he works in construction. Like if a wall comes up very good, and he's been doing it for years, and he's the boss. And when he does like nice walls, nice bricks, and they're designed with a little carved out on the cement, it's like art. Okay, I was getting a little off topic earlier. I'm gonna cut that out. I just kept talking about cars. But continuing with the college stuff, or like skills that I had in school, I was really only kind of good at art. If I can, I'll look at the pictures and you guys could decide, or let me know if you guys think I was pretty good at art. I used to draw like Dragon Ball, and I drew Springtrap from FNAF, and I used to have a lot of like little like doodles, I guess, like during elementary school, but I don't have those. But at the same time, like when we had assignments in art class, I would say I was typically the best one in the class. I think a part of that is too, like, it's not really, I don't know if it's straight up skill. I mean, I don't think I would take too long, but like the way I grew up with my parents, it wasn't great of like making mistakes. I feel like I always had to be perfect, like I said, like the standards that my dad wants for me. And then they also bring up that excuse, or that saying of back in my day, like I did this, and like, oh my god, like I was killing myself and my back hurt and whatever. Like damn. But like it like, for some reason, I don't know about you guys, but my dad, he sometimes, I feel like he brings up his personal traumas to like flatten my like desires of trying something that doesn't seem like basically promised, like having a YouTube channel. But yeah, I just feel like with art and like the AI stuff taking over, it's just, I feel like it's not really a good idea right now, especially going into the future, because you got to think about your future and you really got to check how the world is working. And I have older siblings, but I never really had like a straight up like role model telling me what I should do. I do have my brother that some of you guys might know. I play with him sometimes, but he's kind of like, I don't know. If he sees this, I'm sorry, Dougie, but I guess you could say he kind of expects everything the rough way. Like he sees stuff bad. Like he's always like oh, that's life, or like it is what it is, or sometimes you can't do anything about it. But me being like someone that doesn't really like to give up or something, I'm always like, no, like I think there's always a way. Damn, bro, I don't even know where I'm going with this. There's just so much stuff. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I'm probably talking to myself for no reason. I guess what I'm trying to say, so this video doesn't take forever, if you guys are struggling or kind of in my situation, which basically is I live with my dad because my mom had issues and I couldn't stay living with her. Just to give some context, I guess, it's just she and her family and her side of the family, they kind of, I guess, use each other. And in a way, they're both not from here, all right? My dad and my mom is not from here. So on my mom's side and her country, I don't know if it's a thing from there, I'm not gonna say which country, but they really take that family stuff, like doing stuff for each other, like seriously. Like I guess you could say flat out using each other. Like you really can't leave one person on their own. Like they always gotta quote unquote help, but I would say use. And it's kind of annoying that she expected me to do a lot for her, like help her with absolutely everything. Like I couldn't really think for myself, even though she did like let me go out with friends and whatever. But I mean, like just mainly at home. If I'm at home, it's like a job. I never really felt at home. And so we got in an argument, like my big brother did in the past, and then he moved out, and then a few years later, then me and my mom had the same problem. So then I moved out, but then I ended up going with my dad. He offered me because, well, he said he loved me and he didn't want to like not abandon me, but like have a bad connection since I was his son. And then funnily enough, he kind of had like the same problem with my sister. I have a half sister as well, and she left him because of problems that they were too commanding. And then I guess I'm still the only one that has their mom and dad in between, and I'm just that middle child that I feel like I'm just getting like tear it apart with like playing the telephone game with each other and telling them to say this and that, and then them arguing, me growing up. And then another thing, if you guys like can relate with me, I feel like I think things too hard, but at the same time it's true. Like the world is really fucked up and I wish it wasn't. I like to be nice to people, and I don't know why people have an excuse just because they came from somewhere or grew up a certain way, or their background, that they give them like an excuse to treat people like shit. And I'm like, no, I feel like basically every time when I feel like I want to be mean, or if I'm annoyed or something, which I feel like if you yourself think you're rude or have problems, just think to yourself, what if it was me? That's what I always think to myself. And like in school, like the Pledge of Allegiance, I always remember, treat others as you wish to be treated. But no, just some people genuinely think they're better than another person, and I feel like it's kind of unfair, and they really take advantage, mainly like douchebag people that if they have money, because they know they have higher leverage. Like here, I don't really like, going back to my dad, I feel like I never really, like, I know him, I'd say, like father wise, but I don't think he knows me because I'm really quiet. And again, with both of my parents, my opinions got like shut out right away. So I didn't never really talked around them or how I felt. I guess they always thought I was a happy kid with everything I wanted, when I never really asked for stuff. I mean, I guess I would say we lived in a like below average-ish like household. Like we had our things, you know, we had some nice things, but not like absolutely luxurious things. But you know, like we were able to afford things, or they were able to. And again, with the anxiety, I just like keep seeing everything, like the world is absolutely terrible. Like again, with like the excuses to being bad, like I've seen a lot of like black people getting mad of like people accusing them of doing stuff, when again I've seen a lot of times in like those videos comparing the numbers, and it shows like statistically like black people are always doing the crimes and whatever. I mean, at the same time, I guess it's because people are still very racist. Like they would choose a white person over a black person. I guess maybe like choosing someone for a job. Because 100%, I mean, I live in Jersey, and I visit my brother I'm not gonna say the exact city, but most of the homeless people, or like the drug zombies, if you guys know what I'm saying, they're black people. And I'm not sure if I'd say it's completely their faults, but again, I'm not in control of like how they grew up or how their parents were, because I feel like a lot of adults, even being adults, I feel like everyone, like me myself, I know maybe if you're young or a little kid might be making fun of me, but in a way we're still all kids. I don't think anyone is really like that hard or whatever. If someone, I feel like if people, or man or woman, whoever, like whoever is strict or hard, I feel like they've maybe went in the sense of being too serious, maybe I'd say job wise, like stuff for business, or maybe they've been hurt a lot and they don't like to take like risks or chances. But I feel like if you're in love with someone, or if you make a new friend, I'd say it's because like their character, of how like their childlike like behavior is, because that's, I would say that's basically what it is when you find the fun part in someone. It's their opinions or ways of having fun. Because I guess as adults we're not supposed to have fun, we're just supposed to be like working slaves and whatever. I guess that's one of the bad things that I see a lot of the world, that everything is really just about money. And I guess I would say that's my problem too. I feel shitty because I don't have money, and I don't really talk to my dad, or mainly I guess not fight with him, but like argue with him, like telling him how I feel. But I also recently had a little brother, and unfortunately I dislike his mom. I'm not gonna call her my because I'm just really against her and the way she entered like my life. And I feel like my dad kind of rushed it. I mean, I think they got married within a year, and my dad is like 52 and I think the woman is like 36 or something, and they got married way too quick. But that's just my opinion, that's not the point of this video though. So yeah, mainly the reason why I'm recording this is because well, my little brother's mom and I guess my dad just keep like telling me some shit, and if I make a minor mistake, like leave a smudge of like food on the table by accident, or usually they go on, and like the way they talk to me is like, holy shit, like if I'm not deserving of life, like how just some people just don't know. Like me being introverted, I don't talk to people, but when I do, I don't talk to them in a disrespectful manner. Like I don't know about you guys, but if there's a stranger, or if you're just trying to be nice to one another, in my opinion, I think like if you talk to them in a higher pitch, like in a sense of like greetings, or even talking to a little kid or animal, like the high pitch is like the trick to like win them over. I kind of do that with some people, and if they ask me for a favor or something, like I always do it, like without questioning or something. I just always do it because I feel like if I can, then why not do it? It's not gonna hurt me. But at the same time, I feel like I'm being commanded because I have no power on the household, I have no money. Basically my status, I feel like it's very status wise with me, and I feel like a nobody, and I am a nobody, unfortunately. I wish I could be someone, and people could hear me out. Maybe I'll make another video like this if you guys enjoyed it, or not enjoy it. I don't know if someone could enjoy this, unless you're preying on my downfall. Well, then it's working. But this is just my problems, I guess, and how I see the world, or like me right now. I just had to let this out to someone. I don't know if someone can help me feel better, or like ideas to like better myself. And also with like having a job and making YouTube, making like heavily edited videos, it's kind of tiresome, I'm not gonna lie. It's very tiring. So if you guys want to check out my videos, I'd really appreciate it. I will leave it down. Actually no, you could just check out my channel. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I still have to say, but I can't really think of it right now. Maybe if I do like a part 2. But yeah, I guess that'll be it. I'm not sure who will hear this. If you guys could relate to this, then let me know down in the comments. Basically my end goal, like if I become a YouTuber, I just really want to have like a chill community and mainly help, I guess, young people get over things that I've been through, or maybe give them advice, basically like how maybe stuff isn't a big deal. Like for example, my friend is having problems with this girl or whatever, and I think he's scared to like ask her out or like confirm if they're together. And if you guys are in a situation like that, if you guys don't really know the girl like that, and if you guys are in school or something, or like live far apart, then I mean, what's the point of being scared? It's like being embarrassed in public. Like everybody's gonna forget. Maybe I'm saying maybe because like everybody should forget, but maybe there could be like 1 or 2 people that have seen you like slip and fall or something in public. But yeah, like what's the point if it's all gonna be forgotten? But I don't mean that in a bad way, like like all of us, you know, I feel like we should all have the opportunity in life to be something great, make something great, create something great, be great. And like my new name that I thought of for people to hype you guys up, since my name is Marmito_1. If you guys see the trick, because I like cars, I see like your own build, like you're your own human, your own mind, your own body, your own personality. You're one of a kind, you're one to one. That's mainly what I want you guys to hear from this, I guess. And I'm not saying I'm giving up. This would be very rare of me making this video. Is just I'm just severely pissed, but I know anger and violence isn't really the answer. That's not gonna help anything. I'm just really, I guess, kind of scared in a way. I'm gonna be those people, or I'm gonna be that type of story that I couldn't really do anything, or just luck wasn't by my side. But I don't know, if you guys have advice for me, again, let me know that in the comments. And I guess that'll be it. If you guys want me to make a video on like my opinions on something, or a problem you're going on by, let me know. Maybe I could like go on something like, I don't know, like dating someone, or family problems, or dealing with your anger, or finding like a skill to do if you think you're not good enough, or I don't know, I'm not sure. Because even though I'm upset, I feel like I know who I am. It's just I lack the equipment, or I guess I would say a stupid ass green paper, to prove myself to the world, because that's what only everyone fucking cares about. But I'd honestly say, I mean, I don't know, me being 20, I would think like ever since I was younger, I never really changed anything severe about me. I've pretty much been myself my whole life. I think I'm already like built together. Like I know who I am, I know what I'm good at, I know what kind of person I am. I would say I trust myself. So yeah, just go ahead. I don't want to like sabotage you guys and making any bad life choices, but I guess that'll be it for the video. I feel like I've talked enough. It's been a while, and yeah, sorry if this is very sloppy, or if it didn't really have like a route going anywhere, just a whatever burger or a nothing burger. I just had to talk and let someone out hear me or relate to me, and maybe be a good community together or something. But yeah, that'll be it. Don't give up, be one of a kind, of course, be yourself, don't be like other people, and I guess I'll see y'all next time. Love you guys, thank you for the support. And if you guys think you know someone that is going through something similar like me, or like thoughts or something, like if you are and your friend is, you guys both going against something or going through something, then share this video to like maybe show that they're not alone. And I'm not willing to give up, and hopefully I could convince other people not to give up.